Alrighty, guys. I want to start working on this track for the Deus Ex soundtrack and potentially other soundtracks. But at the moment, to me, it's sounding a little bit too dark, so I kind of want to spend a little bit of time lightening it up. So I think I've got this bell here, and then I duplicated it and made this one, just this track here. So I think if I took that one, duplicated it, then come into here and mess with this a little bit, maybe make it a little bit lighter. I'll turn my push on so I can just play it and hear what it sounds like. Where are we? It sounds kind of cool. I like that. And I think if I added a delay, sounds pretty cool. I'll just check my levels so I can make sure that I'm talking correctly. Might have to just up the mic a bit. Sorry, this is the first time I've done this, so I think it's pretty cool that I figured out how to do it. I'm using open broadcast software. So Google that and you can find out how to do that. Not quite sure what sound I'm entirely after. Most of this process is just I think I like that, but I might change that delay and I might put a separate delay on it. I'm going to go over to effects. And I might see what a ping pong delay is going to sound like on that. That's a little bit too creepy. So I guess I don't want it to be entirely dark. I want to kind of make stuff that is a little bit ominous, because in some parts of the movie you kind of get that, not the movie, the in the game you get that kind of feeling. But it's sci-fi, so I need to think of like some not just really dark stuff. I want to make it like, I don't want it to be too disorientating or too down, you know.
do a different MIDI clip too. I don't want to just use that one. So let's stop that and start from the beginning. And I'm just going to mess around and play a few things. I like that high bit. I might go up an octave. I just got sick of playing that, so I'm gonna now. I like that though. I really like that motif. So what I'm gonna do is go into there. I think I probably just want to keep that earlier part. I don't know if I really like that older part, so I might just go from there. Just start there. Come on, what are you doing? So that should be like on the 2. Just go there and then that. So it'd be like 2 and 2. Should be like, yeah, 2 and then there. And then, yeah, 10. Oh, shit. So fix that up. Make sure that that's all right. Then there. And then so I like that. So I want to keep that part. I want to use that as a. Wait. I'm going to go there. And we want to separate that. Keep that as a clip. And I probably want to just start that there. And then duplicate that a few times. Say 8 times. May as well just go. If we say loop that, grab this thing over here, loop that, and we can just go boom. And then we've got a loop. 1 bar. There we go. And now by the time this comes in, it'll be all in time. There was another couple parts in there that I liked too, so I'll go search for those. It was probably around. It's hard to navigate. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know about that. What about that? No, I don't like that part. I think it was more here where you've got the more consistent, just those lower notes. Maybe here. Yeah, that part I like. So we'll go. Yeah, just that. There. 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 Yep, let's check that out. Might put that on the 4. See what that sounds like. Yeah, I think otherwise it's a bit too close. So then all I have to do is take that whole section, extract it from here, say, yeah, I really like that, and copy it. And then we'll paste it over here. Control V. And those are the only 2 sections that I really liked. So I'm just going to loop that one. Make sure I get the loop part right. And then that's not quite correct there. It's a little bit off. Why is that off? Well, obviously, Michael, you just put it in the wrong spot. Yes, I did. Okay, that's why it didn't sound right. Alright, now, come back here, and then we go to there, yep. So, like that. Oh, yep. I'm gonna go, that's not right. That's not right at all. What? Get it right, bloody hell. That's not right. There we go. Okay, now that's right. Yep. So that's right now. Now I want to duplicate that. Oh, actually, maybe I might just go, instead of making that now the riff, I might actually just say, if we repeat that previous one 6 times, and then I'll play that, duplicate that so that it plays twice. Then we can just duplicate that part so that's kind of like a fill section. Like that. And I think that'll work well. Then I can get rid of these sections. I might leave it at that spot too, where it just comes in once the drums sort of start to come in really slow. So that by the time it builds up, it'll be like this. Now I need to probably make sure that all these other MIDI notes are a little bit more quantized, because I played them quite randomly and I didn't play them to a beat. And also, it was only originally this, it was like, you see how it's sort of like, it looks like it's mirrored in the middle. Well, that's because the original riff was only like, say, I think it was that long, roughly, or, you know, it was only that section. And then I
inversed it and mirrored it. So I think it was like actually like maybe there. And then so you can see this. Yeah, I inversed it. So this part here, where it's up there, is that part there. So all the notes sort of just flip. And then I mirrored it or reversed it, and then I did the same. I inversed it again, so that it ended up being like that section there is just the mirror of that. So, and then I've duplicated that so that they're both the same. So there's a lot of notes in here that are all like over the place that aren't on beat. So I might now just go through and fix that up, and then so you can just see. So I'll fix some of these up, do it basically. I'm not going to stress too much about it. I basically just want them on the quarter notes, and they're not meant to be all that precise. So that's good enough. Maybe I might go to eighth notes so that there's a little bit, so that they're at least like gonna be, they're at least gonna be, some of them will act on the downbeat rather than all being on the beat, because that might sound a bit weird and lame. So we'll get, actually it might even sound better if they're all, that might sound better. If they're all on the upbeat, they're all like on eighth notes. Yeah. Oh, I see why they did that. Because I think that might sound better. I'm just gonna go with my gut instincts here, which usually ends up being correct. Just gonna make that a bit shorter so I can see what I'm doing. I think that'll sound good. It'd be like it'll be like the bass will be offbeat. I think it'll give it a little bit more rhythm, because as I was saying, like I don't want it to sound too dark. So I think if each of these bass sounds comes in between the kicks, it'll be just another rhythm. It'll just sort of add to the rhythm of it all, I think. Obviously I don't know because I haven't heard it, but I have been doing this for a while, so I have a pretty good idea of what it's going to sound like before I hear it. And I want to go, maybe there. I'm not being all that fussy with, at least not at the moment, with where the notes specifically start, because I played it a certain way, but if I move them all roughly back to the closest eighth note, then if we move that back, like I was just saying, then I think it'll all sound fairly similar to what it did before, but it'll be more in time with how it was played originally, though it's not composed
all that specifically or anything. It's just it's just there's a lot of random stuff that yeah. That just overwrote that note, but I don't care. So I might just there's nothing there. Hopefully this sounds alright. But it's meant to sound fairly random and atmospheric. It's not supposed to be particularly catching, you know? Like it's not supposed to draw your attention a great deal. So I kind of want it to just zone out you a little bit. So I might just play that and see what that sounds like. I'll just turn that off. Yeah, so it'll kind of like give that sort of and then because I got the delay on this, I think I might come up with a separate delay. Instead of sending it to the delay, I might just give it its own delay. I like the ping pong delays probably more than any other delay, so I'll give that a go. I do use all of the delays. The simple delay, I really like the filter delay. I'll have to use that at some point and show you what that does. Yeah, well anyway, I like how that's turning out, so that means at least I'm on the right track. So yeah, that's good. Good. This is fairly time consuming though. I think you can actually quantize naturally, but it doesn't always do it in the way that you want it to do. So like you can go to here and you can just say to eighth notes, adjust the start amount 100%, and you say quantize. Oh, it should work. Start and end, okay. See how, oh, I know why, because it's only had the one note highlighted. But if we go Control A and then go to quantize, you see that they all moved. But the problem with that is I don't always want them to be on the beat. I kind of want them to be off beat. That might sound good enough. It's at least going to save me a lot of time. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Then if I go C, copy that, and then paste that, then that'll end up being the same. And then that'll all be in time. Now I can turn this back on and see what that sounds like. Yeah, I just want to make it oh, this needs to be spread out a bit more too. And it also needs a compressor. Just to make it a little bit louder. I think I might just go through it again actually and just find out. I don't want too many notes to hit at the same time, because it may have done that. Yeah, like see here, I might just get rid of those notes there. Get rid of that one. Things like that. Because then you get too many spikes in volume at the same time. It won't be very even. We've got a few more here. Very close proximity. Delete, delete. Delete, delete, just transfer that over. Let's see what this sounds like. Duplicate that, but then I'm gonna go Control C. Write that over I think that would sound cool. And might just compress that again so that I get an idea of, can make it a little bit louder, you know.
though, so I kind of want to make that. Might actually turn that into a. Just want it to be subtle. Up the attack. I think that sounds good. Alright. What else do I need? I need to listen to this now, because I've got another group of instruments over here. Oh, before I do that, I'll just name this bell. And then add a glue compressor to that. That just makes everything sound a bit tighter. So I basically want to just come along and just reduce the threshold until I just get a response. So it's just starting to enact. And that just basically catches any peaks that happen and sort of ties it all together. I can add some makeup if I want to make it a little bit louder, but then I don't really want to do that. Might add an EQ8 just to make sure I'm catching all the right frequencies. I don't want too much low end. Oh, shit. So without it, it sort of sounds a little bit more broad when I put it on. Actually, I might put the compressor afterwards. It just sort of brings it all together. And when I add this, then this other group, the pads, cybernetics pad is very, very appropriate name. This is using collision. I have actually got very, very little experience with collision. I mainly use operator, but I just really liked this pad when I was going through sounds, coming up with an ambient track. And yeah, I don't know. I might just have a little mess around with it, see what I can come up with. I actually quite like how it is at the moment anyway, but I need to add reverb. Or actually, I'll just add it to the group. I'm using this reverb here, Power Station Berlin, and that is one of my favorites. I also really, really like the Swedish nuclear reactor and Arundel Nave. Arundel Nave is the one that I use the most. So you can just listen to the reverb of everything that's coming through. I don't want much low end coming through the reverb. Make it really big. So if I add the low end, then it sort of just makes it muddy. If I take that away, cleans it up a lot. These, I kind of want to make it a little bit high, a little bit higher. I want a pad to be higher. So I'm gonna just rename that high, and I want to find a way to make that a little bit higher. So might give that a longer. I'm just gonna solo that and play it. Stop that. So now I can just listen to the I like that. I really like that. But I'd really like it to be a bit noisier. I want it to be bright and high,
but at the same time, I want it to be quite. I want it to have that, you know, that sci-fi kind of feel. It's a bit difficult because I haven't actually used this really before, so I don't really know what everything does. Grains. That's kind of what I'm after. Kind of. I think what now I might do is have a look at there's erosion. I think that does a very similar thing to what I'm after. Yeah, I might try that. So I don't know what frequency white noise is meant to be at. That doesn't really have the effect that I'm after. Let's have a look at MIDI Max for Live. If it's difficult for you to read that, like all the options, I'm sorry about that, but I have the magnification or whatever set so that I can see as much as possible. Because I can read that. It's a little bit difficult just because I'm only on a 1080 screen. Monster Crunch. I've used that before. I can't remember exactly what it sounds like. Let's see what it sounds like.
See what this sounds like. So yeah, that's a little bit too loud. I think I'll end up liking that because just the fact that it evolves the sound over time. It's kind of like this monsterish sound, and then it just sort of ends up disappearing. Sounding good to you guys? Might slow it down a bit too. I like 100 BPM. Might start this drum beat off from the very beginning, but I've automated it so that it takes longer to come in, but I might make that there instead. So the drums start coming in straight away. Now I might change the drums sound a bit. What's my snare selector? Let's come up with
I like that one. Or at least it's not too bad, so I'll give that a go and see what that's like. I just need to change the sound of the snare itself so that it fits. Get rid of that reverb. Make sure that it's all right. I like that. Very, very subtle. What about this? Percussion. You almost don't even hear it. See, I might use this filter delay now and show you guys what that does. pretty happy actually with how this is sounding. I just get rid of those tracks. I might just extend this out to here so that it ends up being the whole track, and then just have it fade out like that. Now I want to basically create a sort of master for it. So all I need to do is go through each track. So we'll start with the kick, and I add an EQ8 to basically everything, and then just listen to everything on its own. Make sure everything sounds how I want it to sound. On the kick, I really like to have a little dip around 150 hertz, and that kind of, and you want to make sure your top end is coming through. Bring the highs back as far as you can before it starts to sound tinny. Like, see, if I keep going, then it just sounds reduced, but you want to try and cut off as much of that as you can. So that's before. That's now. And then do the percussion. You can see most of the sounds are coming through here. All you really need to do is take out the frequencies that you don't want. So I'm just going to go put another low pass here. Probably do about there, because otherwise I'll start to take out this range. I think that's probably, if I find out where the snare's going to be, so that wants to be around there. Trying to boost it in that range where I want that gap to be in the percussion. So here I might just lower that a little bit. Then they don't conflict. And hi-hat's the same. Ah. I didn't know that that was happening to the hi-hat. I quite like the hi-hat pad, but I'd like it to be a bit faster, I think. Yeah, I like that. Get rid of that. Then select that, duplicate it. I like that a little bit more. I want to change the EQ. That sounds good. So now I compress it. And put an EQ after it. See, I just want to kind of get rid of that sound, basically. Tighten it up. Increase the attack, it sort of almost sounds a little bit more like a shaker, like a maraca. Just gives it like a breathing sort of sound. save this now. I'm liking how it's turning out. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I think that might have to be all I can do this afternoon. It's 4:30, so I've got to start getting ready for work. I hope you liked that though, and I'll catch you the next time that I work on this.